Hello friends, this is Himanshu and I'm back again with the new part of the auto layout series. So in this part again we are going to move the same auto layout topic and fine, then let's move ahead. So actually before starting this I would like to tell you one more thing that I forgot to tell you I should have told in previous parts. Just let me talk about that. See here you can see. Let me go through this first. Okay, so here you can see this is a screen. Fine, this is the screen. Okay, this is your iPhone, and inside that obviously a main view will be there, and on that main view I have taken a UI view. Fine, now what I have done is I want to show you the how to apply, like you can apply constraints from the center, from the vertical center line and horizontal center line of the UI view. Fine, just I want to show that thing, that is why I'm showing, otherwise no need. And so this is the UI view, and the vertical center is this one of the UI view, and the main view vertical center is this one. So we can apply constants like this, in this manner. But the way you like all the constants are visible, this constant generally is not visible like this. Okay, I'll show you that thing on the storyboard as well. Fine, so in this way you can add the constant, and if you want to add to the horizontal center also, here you can add like this. Fine, and I'll show you the option how to do it as well. Okay, so I just actually forgot that, and that too it is not that necessary to tell you. I hope you can get those things. Fine, but still, let's have a look. UI view, I'm taking the UI view. Fine, and let's add some color. Okay, so how to do that thing? First, let me add the height and width. Okay, now let me add a, sorry, not this way, we'll add it this way. Okay, left one, done. We added the constants. Now I want to add a constant between the what is a vertical center line of this UI object and the main view. So to do this, come here and just add uh, vertically center in the constant. So it comes to the vertical center. That means the vertical center line of this UI object and the vertical center of the main view, between that the constant value is 0 now. Fine, see if I click this, if you move to this particular place, you can see all the constant that has been added to this object. Now let's have a look over here. See, align center Y to align center Y, center Y of this object to center Y the super view. Super view is the main view. So edit, and you can change the value. Let's make it 100. Okay, now it has shifted. It is maintaining a distance of 100 points from the center of the main main UI view. This is fine. So but you won't be able to see that line, what you see, like here you can see this line, here you can see this line for height, for width, for leading constant, but here you won't be able to see the line, just this one line will appear. Fine, okay, I hope you are clear about that. So now let's move to main topic of this. Okay, so my main intention of this part is to show you one more thing, whether you may get confused. Fine, okay, let me take this view, blue color. So if I want to add constant, I can do like this, right, left, right, top and bottom. Fine, I hope that's fine, and I don't know, but it's fine actually. So that's fine. So all the constants we have added and it is working perfectly fine. But what if I want to add one more constant? Let's delete this. I want to add one more UI view. Command Shift L view. Okay, I added this. Now let's add some color to this again. This color. Now I'll say again left constant, right constant, bottom constant, fine. But you can see over here both are showing errors because they are not aware about the height. The auto layout is unable to calculate the height of this object, that is why. So do you think that if I add a constant between these two, then the problem is going to solve? Make a guess. Okay, you guess it, I'm doing it. Oh my god, no, not this way. Let me remove that. I have undo that one. So now to the top. Fine, this constant got added. Fine, but you can see you like still there is error. Now the reason is it is still unable to calculate the height. That is why the error is there. Now let's understand from the diagram itself. So why this is happening. So I guess this is that one. Oh great, this one. So here you can see this is the screen, and the height of the screen is 800, width of the screen is 400. Fine. So it is able, as you have seen, it is able to calculate everything except the height of this view. So that is the problem. That is why it is showing you the error. So fine. So to make you explain, this constant is there. I've named it as A, and this constant as B, and this constant as C. So I have given A, B, C as the name of these constant to make you explain for the calculation purpose. So let's try to calculate this height of this view1, view2. So initially what we will do is view1 and view2 both together we will calculate view1 height plus view2 height. How much is that? Screen height minus A plus B plus C. Screen height minus this plus this plus this. So I did that 800 minus 100, 250, 250. I added this, so I got it 600, but 800 minus 600 is 200. But this 200 is how much? I mean, what is this 200? This is view1 height plus view2 height. Okay, the sum of the height of these two objects, view1 and view2, that is 200, but we want individual height. Now calculate that individual height. But that is not possible to calculate, right, with this much of data. I cannot say like height of these two UI view together is 200 and I'll ask you to calculate height of each. So that is not possible. Fine. So that is what is showing you error. So to make you explain this thing, I have done this calculation. Fine. So let's see something else. Like if you fail to understand this way, then I can give you I can explain you one more way, that is let's come to this. Fine. So here you can see a UI view. Don't see this one as of now, just have a look on this as of now. So I have already explained you what is happening here. Okay, now let's come to here, come to this one. So for example, this is iPhone 8. Fine. And now I am executing that same application in iPhone 8 Plus, and while after execution it will try to render the same thing here. Fine. Here also it's not okay. Fine. Here also it is going to show you error. Fine. Just to make you understand, I have changed the device. Fine. So the same thing we will be running on iPhone 8 Plus because it's auto layout and it is responsive UI. Fine. So if I'm trying to run this on this iPhone 8 Plus, what happens? The height becomes, height is 1000. By the way, iPhone 8 Plus height is not 1000. This is example, just an example. Fine. So what happens? Everything will be stretched, right? This screen is going to be stretched. See, this way and this way, this is going to be stretched. But the thing is, this value will be constant, this value will be constant, this value will be constant. So who is going to be stretched? View1 and view2. Now can you tell me how much, by how much? Like this is 800 and this phone has, this screen has been stretched by 200. Now it is 1000, so that means by 200 it has been stretched. So who among these, like view1 or view2, will be stretched, and if any one of them is going to be stretched, then by how much? Or both are going to be stretched by half of, or unequally? Which way? Now you cannot decide, right? So how the auto layout is going to decide? That is why it is giving you error. So basically the problem is it is failing to calculate the height. Okay, so this was a different approach to explain you, but the main reason is this one, this calculation completely explains you. Fine. Okay, I hope you got these things, and that's all for this part, and bye bye, stay tuned.